any Palestinian hope for freedom and justice and said, no, we refuse.
Well, you can have me all the time. Never call my way. Mother Earth is waiting for you. There's a debt you got to pay. I don't care how rich you are. Nuclear weapons. There's no use in being dependent on oil when we have the sun and the wind and biomass and all these alternative energy. This is the lesson of what's behind this war that we need to get out to the people, and that's what these demonstrations are doing. So Memphis Slim wrote this song, and my friend Danny O'Keefe put some new words to it. By the time these demonstrations rock the rest of the world over and over until they get the message that we are not going to war. What's that sound? Look around. Gonna stop this war is what we're gonna do. Gonna stop this war, that's what we're gonna do. It's time to stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look, take a look around.
Ours today. Blackhawk was a man of peace of the Sac and Fox Nation. He was the victim also of the American Holocaust. He asked the question of the American politicians in that era, why is it you Americans always insist on taking with a gun what you could have through love, are grieving, are sad that their children who went into the military to get an education, to get a better way of life, they were told, be all you can be. But they didn't tell them that you can be dead also for a barrel of oil. No blood for oil.
We have to remind President Bush that he works for us. We pay him with our taxes. I don't think that we ever gave him permission to use our tax money to fight a war against Iraq, have we?
No.
So I think it's time that we tell our president that he either does what we want or we're going to fire him. And I want you to shout very loud so Bush can hear us. We're going to say for peace, Viva la paz. Viva la paz!
Viva la paz!
Viva la justicia!
Viva la justicia!
Viva Cesar Chavez!
Viva Cesar Chavez!
We can stop them from using depleted uranium bombs. They've destroyed the southern part of Iraq using depleted uranium already. And they're talking about using nuclear weapons. We can stop this war. Paul Robeson said, once he said that we are climbing Jacob's ladder. Let's say we are climbing Jacob's ladder. Say we are climbing Jacob's ladder.
George W. Bush, Ronald Reagan's mini-me. Dick Cheney, John Ashcroft. It's like, who's your favorite Menendez brother? We need George Bush to leave the panic room of his mind and get a sip of reality. Are we real? Are we real? Are we real? George Bush's simplistic solution to everything is war. Let's make war on affirmative action. Let's make war on the disabled. Let's make war on the homeless. Let's make war on the public schools. Let's make war. But we're not having fun, George. We're not having fun. It's important that our local officials take a clear stand against the war. It's important there be no silence from the office of the mayor. It's important that there be no silence from Senator Feinstein. It's important that there be no silence from any of our congressional representatives. I am proud to say that as a supervisor in San Francisco, I sponsored the initiative for solar power. We don't need voted to condemn the Patriot Act. And took the necessary stand against intervention in Iraq. In my day, we used to say, make love, not war. Look at each other. We can make a great statement here. Thank you.
Calling all grandmothers. We have to live differently, or we will die in the same old ways. I call on all grandmothers everywhere on the planet to rise and take your place in the leadership of the world. Come out of the kitchen, out of the fields, out of the retirement villas, out of the beauty parlors, out of the television. Step forward and assume the role you were created for, to lead humanity to health, happiness, and sanity. Na, 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 na. And you can't pull the wool out, oh yeah, over my nose.
So people keep asking me, what's the difference in this movement and the movement I was involved in 35 years ago? Well, this one's already bigger, and we have a chance to stop this war before it starts. This is the poem that's made up of inadvertent remarks made by Bush. It's called Make the Pie Higher. I think we all agree the past is over. This is still a dangerous world. It is a world of madmen and uncertainty and potential mental losses. Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? Will the highways of the internet become more few? How many hands have I shaked? They misunderestimate me. I am a pit bull on the pant leg of opportunity. I know that the human being and the fish can coexist. Families is where our nation finds hope, where our wings take dream. Put food on your family. Knock down the toll booth. Vulcanize society. Make the pie higher. Make the pie higher. Salam. Will lay down their swords forever in Jerusalem.